Ladies and gentlemen, now listen, I'm going to keep it real with you tonight. I'm not up here to sound deep. I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm just here to speak the truth. See, everybody says they love you. Oh, they'll post about it, text about it, write poems, send you songs and all that. But let me tell you something. A person who truly loves you will ask you two simple questions. See, let me tell you something a lot of folks don't realize. Love ain't what people say, it's what they do. Now, I know that sounds simple, but it's real deep when you let it sink in, because we live in a world full of talk. Folks who can say the sweetest things, write the nicest texts, drop the smoothest lines, but when it comes time to show up, they know where to be found. And I don't know about you, but I done lived long enough to know that talk is cheap. You can't deposit I love you into the bank. You can't pay bills with empty promises. What you can do is measure love by the way a person treats you when no one's watching. That's the test. True love is action, it's effort, it's consistency. You know what I mean? It's waking up early to make sure you're okay. It's bringing you medicine when you're sick, not just saying get well soon. It's picking up the phone when you call, not texting you 3 days later with excuses. Love is not a performance. It ain't no Broadway play. It's a lifestyle, a daily decision to care about somebody else just as much as you care about yourself. And when somebody loves you for real, you ain't even got to wonder, because you'll feel it in the way they move. You'll see it in how they handle you. It's not grand gestures. It's small consistencies that stack up over time. That's what tells the truth. And if their words ain't lining up with their walk, you better believe the walk is telling you everything you need to know. Let me break this down real clear. When somebody really cares about you, they ain't worried about what you did today. They not impressed by your resume, your to-do list, or your hustle. They want to know how you are, not what you accomplished. And I mean that. Because see, a lot of people will only hit you up when you win it, when you're shining, when your name buzzing. But the ones who love you for real, they checking in when you ain't got nothing but a long day and a tired heart. That's when you know. You ever had somebody ask you, how's your mind? Not what's your next move, but are you sleeping okay? Are you feeling at peace? That kind of love is rare, because we're living in a world that's always pushing performance. Show me what you got, what you did, who you impressed. But the people who really love you, they're not concerned about your image. They care about your insides, your spirit. They see you slipping, and instead of judging, they ask, you good? And let me tell you something else. When you're surrounded by people who only clap when you're winning, but go silent when you're struggling, you're not surrounded by love. You're surrounded by spectators. People who care, they not keeping score. They not waiting for your highlight reel. They just want to know you're okay. That's the difference between love and applause. One fadeth, the other stays. So when somebody consistently asks you how your heart's doing, how your day really went, if you had a moment to breathe, that's love. That's someone who sees you, not just what you can produce. And that's the kind of love that holds you up when everything else is falling apart. Now let me talk to you about these two little questions that mean more than any love song, more than any expensive gift, more than all the sweet talk in the world. Did you eat? And did you make it home safe? Now, to the untrained ear, those might sound like everyday casual things. But when somebody asks you that out of nowhere, especially without you having to say a word first, that right there is real love speak. That's care. That's presence. That's somebody's spirit reaching out to make sure you're good, even when they can't physically be there. You see, did you eat? Might sound simple, but it's deep. That's not just about food. That's about checking on your health, your energy, your peace of mind. It means I care if you're nourished. I care if you're taking care of yourself. That's different from someone asking what you have for lunch just to start small talk. This is someone who's trying to make sure you're not walking through life running on empty. Someone who sees your needs before you have to speak them. And did you make it home safe? Whew, that hits different. That ain't just about your location. It's about protection. That's someone who watched the clock after you left, someone who couldn't relax until they knew you were out of harm's way. That's a kind of love that covers you when you don't even know it. Because when someone asks you that, they're telling you, I was thinking about you. I was hoping nothing bad happened on the way. Your life matters to me. People out here looking for grand gestures, when real love is showing up in these little, consistent check-ins. Because the smallest questions, when they come from the right heart, carry the biggest weight. Let me tell you something, and I need you to hear me with your heart, not just your ears. When somebody takes the time to ask, did you eat or did you make it home safe? They ain't just being polite. They're covering you. That's love working through concern, presence, and protection. And in today's world, that's rare because everybody's busy. Everybody's distracted. So when someone stops what they're doing to check on you like that, don't take that lightly. That's love showing up in its purest, most unfiltered form. Concern is real love's first response. It's not, what can I get from you, but are you okay? And concern is quiet. It doesn't need a spotlight. It don't need applause. It just needs an open heart and a willing spirit. That's why those questions hit so deep, because they're not about them, they're about you. That's love thinking about your safety, your stomach, your peace, your path. Then there's presence. Real love shows up, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It's in the way someone remembers the little things, the way they follow up, the way they lean in when you talk. You don't got to beg for it because it's already there. Did you eat? Means they were thinking about you. Did you make it home safe? Means they waited to exhale until they knew you were all right. That's presence. And protection, man, that's powerful. We talk about protecting people like it's just about fighting or shielding from danger, but sometimes it's as simple as caring enough to check in. Protecting your peace, your body, your routine. Love that protects is love that lasts because it says, I got you. Even if they can't be there, those words, they hold you. And in this world, that kind of protection is everything. Let me tell y'all something that took me years to figure out. Love don't always show up with fireworks and violins. It ain't always candlelight dinners, handwritten poems, or somebody standing outside your window with a boombox like in the movies. Nah, man, real love, it shows up the same way the sun rises. Quiet, steady, and every single day. Love is consistency, and consistency ain't glamorous, but it's what holds everything together when the feelings ain't loud, when the butterflies stop fluttering, and when life starts lifing. You see, a lot of people can give you a good moment, a real pretty date, a nice caption, but can they give you a good Monday morning when they're running late? Can they love you when you got an attitude? Can they be kind when life ain't exciting? That's when love speaks. Not in the big gestures, but in the repeated ones. When someone keeps showing up for you over and over, not because they have to, but because they want to. That's love, baby. When someone loves you for real, you don't have to guess where you stand. You don't have to go digging for clues or decoding mixed signals. You already know. Why? Because consistency leaves a pattern. And real love is patterned behavior. It's in the daily check-ins. It's in remembering the things that matter to you. It's in doing the little things without being asked, because their heart is already tuned in to your need. See, passion is loud, but consistency is loyal. And loyalty will outlast passion every time. I'd rather have somebody bring me peace every day than passion once in a while. I'd rather be loved in the small, steady ways than admired in a grand way that don't last. So don't go chasing poetic words if their actions don't match. Look for the one who does what they say every time, even when it ain't fancy. That's the kind of love that builds something that can stand the storms. Now listen, this one right here, it's something most folks miss because they're looking for love in all the wrong places. Big gestures, loud declarations, fancy gifts. But real love, the kind that sticks and lasts, lives in the small details. That's right, the stuff you don't always notice at first, but when it's missing, you feel that emptiness deep down. The little things are the truth tellers of love, because if someone's paying attention to those small moments, it means they see you. They really see you. Think about it. Somebody who loves you doesn't just remember your birthday. They remember your favorite color, your coffee order, the way you take your tea, or the song that makes you smile when you're down. They catch the way your face changes when you're upset, even if you say you're fine. They notice the quiet things, like when you need space or when you need a hug, but don't ask for one. That kind of attention is love's secret language. It says, I'm not just here for the good times, I'm here for every moment that makes you you. When a person truly loves you, they listen for what you don't say. They watch for what you don't show. They hold on to those details because they matter, because those details shape your story. And loving somebody ain't just about the big moments. It's about how you handle the everyday, how you remember the things that seem small but mean everything. It's the difference between loving someone and just liking the idea of someone. I'll tell you, the person who catches those little details, who remembers the little things, it's because their heart is tuned into yours. They want to be close, not just for the spotlight, but for the realness. And when you find that kind of love, hold on to it. Because small details, they carry the heaviest weight in the story of love.